little bit of work to do. Starting on page 501, which was what we had been working on previously.
501.
501, 3 problems there. Number 31, we have to solve. Okay, answer is short, but obviously the work is long to get there. Nicholas Petrick, you are at the top of my screen, so I'm going to call on you first today. Are you ready on page 501, number 31?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what did you get?
T equals 2.
Correct. And if we would put 2 in there for t, substitute it in, those 2 equations would, the 2 sides would be equal to each other. Okay. Is there anyone who needs to see that because you did not get t equals 2 and you want to see the work? Matthew, are you raising your hand? Do you want to see it?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So first thing we have to do is distribute, okay, on both sides. So we're going to multiply 7 by everything in parentheses. So 7t squared plus 35t
I can go later to the bathroom.
minus 63 plus 1 equals 7t squared minus 2t
Down.
13. Okay. It's going to be a long equation. Can you see that, Matthew?
Down.
I think that was a T instead of the 1. Instead of the plus 1, I think that was a T.
Yeah, thank you. Plus t. Okay. We were able to see what I wrote. Okay. So once we're here, we have to combine like terms. Okay, so on the left-hand side, we have the 7t squared, and we're going to put together 35t plus t. So that's 36t and minus 63. On the left side, there's nothing we can put together. So we'll just
Mama, Papa, bully it.
Yeah. What?
You.
Okay. So it's going to look like that. Okay. We have 7t squared on both sides. So one of the things we can just start recognizing from here is if you have the same thing on both sides, you can just cross them off. So I'm going to get rid of the 7t squares. Okay. So that means we have 36t minus 63 equals negative 2t plus 13. All right. So now we're down to something that's pretty common for you guys to solve. Okay, we want to get everything with the variable on one side and all the constants on the other. So we'll add 2t to both sides. All right, the 2t's cancel out on the right. We say, woo! All right, and now we have 38t minus 63 equals 13. We'll add 63 to both sides. And divide by 38. T equals 2. Okay. If we had all the time in the world, I would go ahead and put 2 back in there for you just to see if it is a true statement. And it is a true statement.
I did.
Okay. Number 33 is, who did that? Did Abby, was that you or Lauren?
I said that.
You put it back in? Good.
Yeah.
Yep. I always do that when I'm taking a test. For sure, I put it back in. Okay. Number 33 does not come out as pretty. I don't know if you noticed or not. But Abby, number 33 was not as pretty as 31.
I don't
What
think I
what
got
did
it
you get
right.
for 33, Abby?
I got 41 over 5, and that's why I don't think I got it right.
It is a fraction, pretty close to that, but not quite that. You got 41/5. Lauren, what did you get for that one?
3. I got z equals 39/6.
That's close also, but not quite. Emma, what did you get?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got 43/6.
That's it, 43/6. So we're going to work this one out. If you have 43/6, fine. Okay, so you can just kind of hang out here for a second. But if not, I want you to write your work down along with me. I'm going to write it down too. Okay, so for 33, first thing we're going to have to do is distribute. Okay, so you're going to just write down what Mrs. Palmer's saying. 20z plus 30 minus 2z plus 8 equals 7z squared plus 28z minus 7z squared plus 2z. Goodness, it's very long. Minus 48. Mrs. Palmer's running out of room. All right, so you got that long thing written down. Did you write that down, Karen? Okay, good. Okay. We're going to combine like terms. So we put together the 20z minus 2z. That's just 18z plus 38 on the left. Okay, now the left doesn't look that bad. On the right, the 7z squares will cancel out. And we have 30z minus 48. All right. Now it doesn't look too bad at all. And boys and girls, if you see where Mrs. Palmer made a mistake, so Emma, I know you have this one correct. So if you see that I'm doing something that I added or subtracted wrong, just stop me when you see it. Okay?
Okay.
All these z's on one side. So I'm going to subtract 18z. We could subtract 30z. It really doesn't matter. I'm subtracting the 18z so my z's stay positive because I just like them that way. So we're left with 38 on the left equals 12z minus 48.
Mrs. Palmer,
Yeah.
You equal sign in between the 38 and the 30s.
Thanks. Okay. We'll add 48 to both sides. And add that up. Looks like it's 86 equals 12z. Divide both sides by 12. And z is 86/12, but that's not in simplest form. And just like I'm saying to the fourth graders now, we always put our fractions in simplest form. We're going to start now, right in fourth grade. Because when you're in seventh grade and you're doing algebra, your answers have to be in simplest form when they're fractions. So we're going to divide both 86 and 12 by 2. And that's going to give us 43/6, which is what Emma had said. And that is the solution. Who would have ever thought that this is what one problem looks like for you guys this year? The whole whiteboard. I can barely fit it on there. Okay, but you guys know how to do all of those steps.
I never thought I'd be able to do this.
Right? I know, but you do it and you do a nice job. Okay, we also did another one on that page, 35. It's going to be another kind of ugly fraction. Let's see. Who did I not? Oh, Gavin. I haven't heard from you yet, Gavin. What did you get for 35, Gavin? You'll have to unmute yourself, I think. Yep.
What I got for 35 is 30 equals 43F.
30 equals 43F. Okay. And we want to solve for F, so divide both sides by 43. Okay. So F will equal 30 over 43, which is correct. Good job, Gavin. All right. So like I said, that's another ugly fraction, 30 over 43. Unmute yourself and let me know if you need to see that one. 30 over 40.
F equals negative 12.
Negative 12. Okay. Well, I'll
Says
do.
the last step was like 60 equals negative 5F.
All right. Well, let's go through this one. If you have 30 over 43, you can just keep it and take a breath for a minute. Otherwise, we'll write this down and we'll do all of the steps. All right. First thing we'll do is distribute. So we have 10F squared minus 4F minus 10F squared plus 30F. So make sure you change your sign there. A negative 10 times a negative 3F is a positive 30F. So that would be a spot where I would look for someone to make a mistake. And then minus 60 equals
There goes
negative,
your dog.
negative 8F. You know, he's usually pretty good about being able to open this door. There you go, bud. Negative equals negative 8F minus, negative 8F squared minus 32F plus 8F squared. Mrs. Palmer says looking sloppy because I'm running out of space. Minus 28F. Okay, like that. So take that down, guys. Stop Mrs. Palmer if you see a mistake in there.
I got 38F at the end.
Yeah, that's very good. I accidentally I did minus 30F instead of plus.
Oh, right where I said, Emma?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end, 4 times negative 7F would be negative 28F. Okay. We're going to put together what we can. I like how on my left-hand side, I have a positive 10F squared and a negative 10F squared. Does those go away? I'm going to put my F's together, and it looks like I have 26F minus 60. Okay. On the right-hand side, the 8F squares go away. I have a negative and a positive. So they'll go away. Put together everything. And I have a negative 32F and a negative 28F. No positive, no constants. Negative 32F. I'm just double checking that. And a negative 28F. Okay. 32 and 28. Okay, they're both negatives. Same signs. Add them together. Use their sign. That's going to be 60 equals negative 60F. All right. That ugly equation turned out looking not that bad. Are you guys okay with me here? All right. This time I am going to subtract 26F. Although when I do that, I feel like something's not going to be right because it's not going to end up being negative. Something doesn't look right about it. Yeah, I feel like there's something's going wrong with this one. All right, we might have to come back to that one because I do want to go on to the foiling. So I'll go ahead and work that one out for you and post it, okay? Because I don't want to take too much time and not be able to go over the ones on page 507. All right, 507 2A. This is where we started foiling and the fun began. So Abby, what did you get for 2A? You'll just have to unmute first, Abby.
I got x to the second power minus x minus 12.
Correct. All right, you foiled correctly. That's the answer, x squared minus x minus 12. All right, how about 2B? Nathan, what did you get for 2B, Nathan?
To be or not to be?
That's the question. Nathan, you'll have to unmute. Good job. Okay, what you got?
I got 5B minus 10.
All right, I see what you did. And I'll show you. I'm going to work this one out and I'll show you what happened. I know how you got that. Okay, it's right here, Nathan. When you multiply your firsts, this 4B times 3B, that's 12B squared, not just 12B. So I think you said that was 12B. All right. So 4 times 3 is 12, and then B times B is B squared. So for your first term, you're going to have 12B squared. Then your outers, 4B times 2, that's plus 8B. And your inners, minus 15B, last minus 10. And you combine your inners and your outers for your final solution. 12B squared minus 7B minus 10. So I think you put that 12B squared and that minus 7B together, Nathan. And because I think you said it was 12B instead of B squared. All right. Karen, how about 2C? And Karen, you have to unmute yourself first.
So for 2C, I have I got 2y squared.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay, mommy, just. Hold on, I turn right down.
Okay.
No problem. For 2y squared. I said that also it's minus
Mm-hmm.
the 30.
Okay, I see where you're getting the 30 for your last, okay? And that'll be a plus 30 for your last terms because you have a negative 5 times a negative 6. Let me put it up. All right,
No.
you're gonna do your first terms first. So 2y times y will be 2y squared. All right, that was good. And then you're gonna do the outer terms. So that's 2y times negative 6. Okay, so that'll be negative 12y. And then your inner terms, negative 5 times y is a negative 5y. And your last terms, negative 5 times a negative 6 is a positive 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we can add together the negative 12y minus 5y. You get negative 17y plus 30. Okay. So that's for 2C. And Lauren, could you tell us what you got for 2D?
For 2D, I got 15a squared minus 14a minus 8.
That's it. Good. 15a squared minus 14a minus 8. Did you guys watch the video about foiling that I posted on your Google Classroom?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so you'll want to watch the video to help you
He knows.
do that. Okay. All right, we're going to continue with more foiling today.
Kinds of stuff. Professor Day.
Professor O.
But what I want to talk to you about is at the bottom of page 507, the bottom of the page where you did those 4 FOIL problems, there's a highlighted word or phrase, a quadratic expression, and I just wanted to review that with you. It says a quadratic expression is an expression in one variable, so you only have one letter, okay, with a degree of 2. So when you end up multiplying most of these using the FOIL method, they'll be quadratic. They'll be of degree 2, the ones that we're going to work on now. I'm going to have us work on a few together before you leave me, just so I know you're okay. So turn to page 509, number 1. Okay, and Abby, could you work out number 1 for me? Okay, we're all doing this one together. So as Abby's talking to us, you guys are also doing number 1 in your notebook. Okay, Abby. You're unmuted, so go ahead.
So x to the second power
Mm-hmm.
plus 2x
Mm-hmm.
plus 5x. So the final equation would be x to the second power plus 7x plus 25.
Wait, 5 times 2.
Oh, 10. Sorry, I did 5 times 5.
Good. X squared plus 7x plus 2. And there's where Abby did first, outers, inners, last. Eventually, when you do the foiling, you kind of add those outers and inners in your head and skip the middle step here. But for now, we're just going to keep writing the middle step. Okay. Number 2 is another foiling one. Emma, can you work that one out for us?
So it would be y squared. Then it would be 2y, like plus 2y.
Okay, go ahead and work out like the whole outers and inners for now for me.
Okay, 4y minus 2y.
Mm-hmm.
Then minus 8.
Good.
Minus 8.
All right, so I wrote it down there like you said it. And yes, like Emma was able to sort of do the outers and inners together. All right, and that's what we're working towards. So that's good. Y squared plus 2y minus 8. All right, number 3, Gavin.
Yes.
Okay, can you work out number 3 for us at the top of page 509? So do your first term, b times b.
B plus b to the second power
Mm-hmm. And then your outers, so b times 3.
plus 3b
Mm-hmm. Now your inners.
minus 7b
Mm-hmm.
minus 4.
You have to multiply. -7
Oh.
times +3.
Negative minus 21.
Good. And now put those middle terms together. Your +3b minus 7b.
Negative 4b.
Excellent. All right. Here's what Gavin has. Okay.
3 and 1 6.
Okay. So I want you to continue working on the FOIL problems because these are really important, a big important part of algebra, very common skill to have. So I want you to do on page 509, let's work on numbers 12 to 23. Okay, those are all just FOIL. There's your homework. If you want to write that down. Page 509, numbers 12 to 23. So FOIL those problems. Okay, 12 problems to FOIL. If you get stuck on one of them when you're working, you can come see me between 2 to 3. Go to Google Meet, type in Palmer, or you can send me an email.
All right,
Right. Do
bye.
you guys have any questions about FOILing?
No.
Okay. All right. Have a great day, guys.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.